Oh boy. Okay, y'all. It has been a long while since I've listened and reacted to Samson, because I'll tell you, ever since I've reacted to this dude, I definitely like how sharp minded he is. I love the fact that he's saying some things that people ain't gonna say. And I like the fact that he's just staying himself. He ain't wearing no jewelry. He ain't like trying to have nobody in the video, just him, just being him. And get ready, cause y'all about to see me react to this immigration. And hey, my oh my, I cannot wait. So, hey, I'm gonna keep it like this. So, get ready. Just give me one moment. All right, y'all. Here I am, and time to begin.
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. That's why over the past 6 years, deportations of criminals are up 80%. And that's why we're going to keep focusing enforcement resources on actual threats to our security.
If you're illegal, we don't fucking want you here. I don't care if you're brown or if you got blonde hair. I don't care what color you are, it's all the same. If you're as white as Elon or dark as Cobby Lame, you do it legal. And if you don't, get the fuck out. Rules keep our lives civilized, otherwise we bug out. If we don't vet citizens at the entrances, and it's a recipe for disaster. We can't just let anyone in, that's crazy. They ain't just grabbing random people. They ain't just driving around and packing vans with Latinos. This ain't a haphazard attack on the Latin scene. It's cracking down on those who came through a passage that was illegal. I don't see the issue, and most Mexicans don't either. It's always the younger crowd that's acting so eager. So fuck the kids, ask the parents what they see. If they're immigrants, I almost guarantee they disagree. See, there's no one more proud in this country than those who came to it and did it the legal way and made dough and attained the shit. Then they turn around and see this protest nonsense. All these posters for folks who didn't go through the process. My father-in-law came to this country with nothing, no money to his name, turned nothing to something. And when he sees these videos of all the sudden destruction, he looks me in the eyes and tells me that he's fucking disgusted. You'll never.
Round of applause for this man. Round of applause. Because he's actually speaking the truth. And let's be honest, y'all. If y'all know me watching my videos, I always say I don't like talking politics. But I'm gonna keep it civilized. Yeah, it's a bunch of them over here. And now let's be honest, I've seen the videos of the LA riots and the ICE agents going down trying to, kick them out and try to get them away from here. And I'm gonna be like this. I give kudos to the real ones that came here the right way, legal way, and trying to make a better future and a better life for themselves and their families. Those are the immigrants that aren't being mentioned. Even some people say this all the time. We're not talking about the ones who actually came here the right way and actually went through the process that came from nothing, that came to the country and tried to make a better life. But here we are. We got a bunch of crazed illegals just running around causing destruction. But let's face it, I've been watching the videos and I've seen images, man. It is crazy. I'm like, yo, like they are really. It's like, how can I say this? It's like a whole war zone over there. Like, really. And yes, real Samson can actually speak on that because, like he said, my father-in-law came here with nothing, but he made dough, right? And then he said when he sees all the protesters going on, he's disgusted because I've watched some actual like people that are like Latino and Mexican descendant, and they probably look at this like, "What are y'all doing? Y'all making us look bad." And yeah, man, like I mean, not every Mexican agrees with the whole protesting and destruction that they're like doing. They're not pleased. So yeah, it was just crazy, very crazy. So let me continue on because I don't think Samson's done yet.
Ever see him in that crowd? It's just a bunch of kids holding up fuck ice signs, but they don't know what they did. They don't even know who the hell was detained, and if you asked them, I bet they couldn't even tell you their names. It's fucking insane. There's no sense to be had, no thought whatsoever, no direction or path. If you're protesting being sent back to your country, then why the fuck would you be holding up the Mexican flag? Explain it to me, cause really it doesn't make any sense to me. Who's the enemy? Your movement perplexes me. That's like breaking out of prison and going straight to the street and holding up a picket sign for the penitentiary. You know, I always been a firm believer in statistics. I always thought the numbers that you see are realistic, but I don't know. After the riots in LA, I think the unemployment rate is way higher than they say. Look at you fucks. Good heavens, Pete's sake. Y'all been out in these streets now for several weeks, man. Y'all just doing it to do it. You don't even care that much. You ain't doing it for the cause. You just there to tear shit up. And what the fuck's with all the white people up in the mix? My people always gotta have something to fix. Did you ever think for one split second they don't want you there and you're just getting in the way of what they're trying to accomplish here? Don't worry, you don't have to face it alone. If there's a racial issue, we'll make it our own. You think screaming at the cops at the top of your lungs is gonna make them have a change of heart and drop all their guns? Like a scrawny little long-haired bony fucking white dude is gonna say some profound shit to an ICE agent, and it's gonna make him change his mind about his occupation. Like, you know what? You're right, this is racist.
I'll get you a job. I'll get you a job, man. I can get you a job. I can get you a good paying job. I can get you a good paying job. Guns don't belong here. Put the gun down. I'll get you a job. You're fucking hired. Please, man.
Personally, for me, they're just there just to be involved. Like, what are y'all getting involved for? 'Cause let's face it, they do have a job. They have a job of trying to make the state safe. He said, "I'll give you a job. I'll give you a job." Give him a job. He has a job already, and his job is making sure the streets are safe. That's his job, making sure he gets every single one of them out. That's his job. That's their job. And yeah, man, I've seen plenty of them getting involved, and I'm just like, why y'all getting involved? Like, let's be honest, like y'all use those people up like crazy, and now that y'all tossing them aside, now they're trying to understand the process. And yeah, man, I've seen picket signs like saying F ice and all that. I'm like, wow. It's like, let's face it, I'm definitely like not pleased the fact that they were over there just fighting with them, throwing Molotov bottles, rocks, getting ready to fight them, streaming in their faces. Like, it's crazy. And let's face it, the time has come. They're waving their flags around, but their Mexican flags, but they don't want to go back to their country because they already know what the stipulation is over there, right? So why wave your flag here? That's a pretty immense reason why y'all are getting kicked. I mean, you're waving your flags in the States, but you don't want to go back to your country. So that right there just makes it confusing. especially for me, because I'm like, why? You waving your flags, right? But you don't want to go back to your country. Wow. That's why when I viewed it, the whole LA riots, it was just like, oh man, a bunch of them were over there, and it's time for them to. Well, what's that line Martin always says? Oh yeah, get to stepping. Yeah, get to stepping. Yeah. Shout out to the show, Martin. That old line when he always says, "Get to stepping." Yeah. And for the old celebrity death match, bye bye bye, bye bye bye. Yeah, y'all. So I just feel like them getting involved in their mess is like, man, y'all are so full of it. Like, to be honest, I mean, y'all saying, get a job, put down the guns, put down the guns. Obviously, they've already seen what's going on, right? So, they have a choice to protect themselves using their shields, and if they have to use rubber bullets, then hey, so be it. So yeah, man, I just feel like that dude was just like trying to be like all up in the midst, saying, "Go, I'll give you a job. I'll give you a job. I'll give you a job." He has a freaking job, you idiot. But yeah, man, like I said, kudos to the ones that came to the country the right way, the legal way, went through the process, starting from scratch, from rock bottom, into getting where they're at now. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah. Yeah, man, real Samson is speaking definitely on this, so finishing up.
Now look, I ain't heartless. I know that there's a lot of anger and pain this causes. There's a lot of people that did no harm at all. But you gotta understand, dog, the law is the law. And breaking it with good intentions doesn't make it right. You ain't exempt from the consequences, you gotta pay the price. You should have thought twice before you did what you shouldn't. But I'm willing to bet that you knew the risk and you took it. And that's the problem, why you came here in the first place. The fear of getting caught wasn't as worse as your birthplace. Just food for thought, instead of trying to elude the law. Maybe you should all be trying to solve the root cause. Why is it our duty to adjust our immigration? We ain't the ones to blame for the function of your nation. Instead of coming here and telling us we need to change, how about you try to start a movement in the country that you came from? I know what you're gonna say, that's a hard sell. Corruption in the government and plus the cartel, those are big issues, something we need to sift and get through. And I'd be more than happy if we helped fix it with you, but not like this. Not by taking down our borders, but by giving you what you need so you can salvage yours. Military support and economic assistance to
I firmly apologize, everybody. I had some technical difficulties, so I have to go back some. So, continuing on.
Get you a job. You're fucking hired. Please, man.
Now look, I ain't heartless. I know that there's a lot of anger and pain this causes. There's a lot of people that did no harm at all. But you gotta understand, dog, the law is the law. And breaking it with good intentions doesn't make it right. You ain't exempt from the consequences, you gotta pay the price. You should have thought twice before you did what you shouldn't. But I'm willing to bet that you knew the risk and you took it. And that's the problem, why you came here in the first place. The fear of getting caught wasn't as worse as your birthplace. Just food for thought, instead of trying to elude the law. Maybe you should all be trying to solve the root cause. Why is it our duty to adjust our immigration? We ain't the ones to blame for the function of your nation. Instead of coming here and telling us we need to change, how about you try to start a movement in the country that you came from? I know what you're gonna say, that's a hard sell. Corruption in the government and plus the cartel, those are big issues, something we need to sift and get through. And I'd be more than happy if we helped fix it with you, but not like this. Not by taking down our borders, but by giving you what you need so you can salvage yours. Military support and economic assistance to go to war with the forces purposes threatening y'all's existence. It wouldn't be that hard for us to chisel off a piece. Look up a chart, dog. I mean, we've almost given y'all the least. So fuck it, we're already stuck in debt with trillions. So what's it gonna hurt to spend a couple extra billion? Shit, in my eyes, helping our neighbors is critical. I'd rather give you residuals than Ukraine and Israel. We've given them hundreds of billions of dollars each. And you know how much we've given y'all? 3. I ain't saying that you need it or to beg us for it. I'm just saying that we spend a lot and we could lend support. I'm all for helping out the country to the south of us, but politicians never put their money where their mouth is. They always say they care, but they never give a fuck. They just put a band-aid on the cut, but never stitch it up. Even if you make it here, it doesn't change the fact that the rest of your nation remains in chains and trapped. The Mexicans I talk to love their country deeply, even though growing up in that bitch wasn't easy. They're grateful for the opportunity that we provide, but they remember where they came from and they'd love to see it thrive. So while you're protesting, put that on your piece of paper. You want the US to help you make your country safer, but until then, if you're illegal, you can leave here. You don't want them there, and we don't want them here either.
Gotta make sure Samson doesn't get taken out, cause bro, that dude literally just spoken with the best statement in a very responsible matter. Like, I don't think you ever see any artist like him doing that. And yes, he made some really good points, man. I mean, we did help out Ukraine, Israel, and it is crazy the fact that he sees it, how he looks at everything now with the whole, protesting going on. Man, cannot stop Samson from speaking his mind. Like I said, like he said before, you're illegal, man. Like Martin said, get to stepping. Yup. So, there it is. There you have it. Because either way, them being over here, doing a whole bunch of crazy things, trying to thinking it's better for them because they don't like where they live at, where they're from. Because we are, trust me, you already know how Mexican, no, not Mexican, Mexico is, right? So, I mean, definitely going out there, gotta watch your step. But either way, when I saw the whole LA riots going on, they're just throwing rocks, throwing fire bottles at them, fighting them, getting their faces, waving their flags in California. But they don't want to go back to their country, but they want to come here and just want to fight. So, like I said, kick them, get rid of them. If you don't want to be here, leave, get out. That's all. You don't like how it is, then get out. Get to stepping. Stepping stone, get to stepping. Bye, bye, bye. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, y'all, I don't like talking politics, but hey, at least Samson spoke it. And yes, y'all know I can't stand those politicians either, because all they do is just say things that just trigger people. And the fact is, man, they are so full of it. It's like they don't even care. They just want to see everybody go down. That's why when I try my best not to see or hear about politicians on my notifications on my phone, I'm just like, It's like it's the same thing over and over again. It's the whole nonsense. All right, they don't care. All they care about is that what they're gonna say to make that extra bucks. That's all. And whatever points they put out, it's just too much. So yeah, y'all. This was the best type of song I ever heard from this man, Samson. So hey, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy this. Leave any comments down below, and hey, I'm gonna catch y'all with more next time.